unless you're a gang member as a producer, then you can work with anyone, bro. Just have respect for your artists that you with, that you consider as a friend. So have respect, have decency to tell them this is what's going on. What do you think about that? Because if they don't know that you're McDonald's, then they won't get it. And what I mean by McDonald's is that everybody goes to McDonald's to buy the cheeseburger. Like, we only got one artist that's doing like worldwide domination right now. There should be 7 artists. The dog's just cold at what he does, innit? Like, and the flipping, he knows how to word his words. He doesn't try to do too much. I don't know, like, bro, you know what it is? Sometimes, bro, people just have it, man. You know, when you watch X Factor, my man's got the X Factor. The dog's just got the X Factor, bro. Like,
some people just think it's got the
Nah, you can't just say the beat and then it's drill. Like, nah, it's not. It's like, it's a drill inspired beat, but is it a drill song? A drill song is talking wicked drama, murder, right?
Does it have to be that though? Because
I think it has to be. It has to be a murder song. If it's drill, it has to be about murder.
All right.
And
then
that's a drill song.
Why is this one of the only genres which is constrained by the content of the lyrics?
SK Vibemaker.
SK Vibemaker. My interviews are hotter. You know we bring through the best artists. We ain't changing tradition anytime soon, man. Today, we got what they're referring to, the super producer out of the UK, M1OnTheBeat. He's in the building, man. M1 on the seat today.
Good to see us. This M1 on the seat /
You know what I'm
beats.
saying? Yeah.
We're live, man. How's things, my brother?
How you feeling about that super producer tag, man? Like, they're really like putting that on you.
Good, man. It's rock and roll, man. You know what people hear? Straight rock and roll. And it lets people know that we're rolling, man. I want this M1 on the beat tag to be more than a tag. I need to be an experience.
You got talking to the mic though. They might not hear you.
Okay. Boom. Yeah, I need M1 to be an experience, man. So I'm trying to push that right now. You know what I mean?
Straight up. Now let's take it back, man. I know you come from a musical family. Your dad's very musical. You're the youngest child, right? Youngest sibling.
Yeah.
Hailing from North London. A lot of people might recognise the tag when they hear it on a UK drill production. Predominantly, a lot of your discography is UK drill. M1 on the beat is the tag that they hear right at the beginning. Give us a bit of a history lesson, a background into your come up, man.
My family was very musical, and they like literally every single of my immediate family, like my brother and sisters, like they all do music. So like my brother, he's a guitarist. Well, if I was to start back, my dad sat me and my brother down. He said, "You lot are gonna learn an instrument." I said, you know what I mean? I was young in these times. I was like 10, like 9 or something. And then he taught both of us how to play the guitar, innit? I was learning, but I used to bun my fingers, you know, you bun your fingers. So if you're a guitar player, you know, if you're starting to play guitar, it will leave you with lines, like little lines in your fingers. And I wasn't on that. So then my dad said, all right, you have to learn something else. So then I learned piano. And then now I'm really good at it still. I'm pretty good. Tough. But what's it called? My sister played piano as well. So my dad taught her. And then she kind of taught me. And then from like 12, I was banging it out. I was proper good at it. I'm still alright as well. But I used to go on people's YouTube, and copy exactly what they're doing with their hands and just play that and then memorize it. And then that's how I was able to piano. So I didn't learn with chords or nothing, or no professional, nothing. I've even been to a piano lesson, a professional one, but I wouldn't say I actually learned off anything. I actually just was reading the book, read on how it works, but I forgot all that now.
So from the pressure from your father teaching you the keys and the strings, from getting outside and instilling yourself into this phenomenon which has been over the last few years, the rise in UK drill. How did it go from learning those instruments to getting your beats to the hottest artists and making a lot of bangers? Because your discography, man, you've worked a lot with Headie One. You produced the only you freestyle with Drake, K-Trap Warm. Man. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, right back to the beginning, Digga D Boy. Let's even go Headie One, Golden Boot. So over the last 2018, Golden Boot with Headie One, it was kind of the beginning. Talk to me about from the strings, the keys, your dad teaching you music, young to outside working with all these artists and producing these bangers.
Freaking on the outside term, and how does it feel?
How did you get there? What were the steps?
How did I get? You know what's mad? I'd say just cool having the product in it. Got to treat it like the streets a bit, innit? You got to have the product, have a plan, and then go find your customers. Obviously, look, at the start, bro. I remember like over 18 or 19, what? Dig That, Digga D, Lowski, Bando K, OFB, bloody like Hardy Caprio, like all these man, everyone's coming up as I'm coming up. So me sticking with the people that are blowing up to this day has made everyone remember me. It's made people remember me more than producers that's made bigger songs than me. That one they could have made one song that's bigger than every single song I've done put together. But I feel like me making the songs with artists that are all coming up, believing in them as well, and now they're blown and I'm still working with them, it's really helped, like in terms of being familiar. And that's actually one of the ways. But you know what, it's mad, bro. At the time, I never knew that was the way, bro. I was just going with the flow. I love music. At that time, I never knew. I wasn't trying to be big off of music, bro. Like honestly, bro, man, just love music so much that when I make it, it takes my head away from foolishness. And then I make the music, and it just turns out it's good, innit? And people like it, bro. And I'm just like, alright, you know what I mean? I swear. Like, I wish I could actually be here and say, yo, I planned everything. No, I just didn't watch nothing, so I didn't put stress on myself. And at the time, I never knew that was the formula to kind of win. Is to not even act like you're trying to get there, but that's not even the answer for it. Like it's a deeper one, bro. I can't lie. Like I wasn't trying to be big off of beats. I was just trying to make good music. People really took in the music, and that's what made me think. You know what I mean?
Did you ever spit bars?
I can freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That used to help me go over the beats. To see like, would it work if I delete this little space, check 1, 2, and boom. It's making sense.
Because I feel like a lot of the times with producers like yourself that make a lot of big productions for artists, you can often stay in the shadows and maybe not get the credit. But then sometimes the narcissism in a person makes them want to be, and I'm not saying this is the reason why you've become the artist now, but it's the reason why some producers rap as well, to give them more, visibility and more credibility. Everybody can't be a Kanye West though, a producer rapper, you know what I mean? Everyone can't be, Diddy done it to a certain extent. Right. Like you got a Swiss Beats or, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of other people as well. Even J. Cole doesn't even get as much credit for his production, but he produces a lot, but he produces the majority of his albums. Damn. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. And people like criticised him at times saying he needs to share it around and like let other people produce for him, but J. Cole produced a lot of his own stuff. But
if I was a rapper, I'd produce all my beats too though. Yeah. Unless the beats that someone playing me is hard. I'm like, we're okay.
SK Vibemaker, my interviews are hotter, and today M1OnTheBeat is in the building. M1 on the seat today, man. Let me press the button. M1 on the beat. See that? Just in case you needed to hear the drop, the tag.
Real reminders.
M1 on the beat. Have you found it quite easy to remain humble, considering that I saw this stat that all of your music that you've worked on has contributed to over 500 million streams on DSPs. That goes for like, you've had a lot of albums that you've worked on that have gone like #1, top 10 singles that have been like generation era defining over the last 5 years. But you seem very humble. How do you not get lost in the sauce, man? Is it a struggle?
I just keep, bro, I just keep the same energy as I've always have in it when I was coming up in it. So at the same time, bro, I don't really know, innit? I don't really know that. If I had a solid answer for that one, yeah.
Have you found yourself battling a little bit? Like today I'm feeling myself, and like you might have given someone a bit of like, maybe a bit of attitude, and maybe you had to check yourself. Does that ever happen?
No. I never give anyone attitude unless like they give me attitude. I always, like, no matter what level you are at any point in life, bro, I don't give a monkeys, innit? I just want you to be alright, innit? So when you do link, man, bro, it'll be the same energy for everyone, innit? Like, I just want you to be alright. You're alright, yeah? Cool. You know what I'm saying? But like, I could never get lost in the sauce, bro. I don't even know. Obviously, I know what sauce is, but I don't. I'm in the real world, man.
All right. What about managing the egos of the artist? Don't get it twisted.
Oh yes,
and like the egos of the artists that you're working with. You might like. This might be an artist that you've really wanted to work with. You step in the studio with them and you're like, wow, this artist is feeling themselves. What happened to them? Yeah. Or you might have known them a few years ago before they had that success. You get back in the studio with them and it starts going mad. Like, how do you deal with that, the egos of artists?
I don't know. Just deal with it, innit? Actually, no, you don't deal with it. You just sit down, innit? Have a cup of tea.
Yeah?
Sit down, man.
Yeah?
Chill out.
Have you ever cut a studio session like, this is long, this artist is acting?
No, I've never been in that. I've actually never been in that. I've been in studio sessions where it's weird though. Like, don't get twisted. I've been in the studio session with like crazy people, like, and man are like taking out weapons out of their trousers and moving mad. Like, yeah.
How do you navigate through that, man?
I don't. I just go with the flow, bro. I can't lie. I don't even know if I am navigating through it. Obviously, I'm navigating through it, but like, depends what navigating is, isn't it? I cut through though. I really cut through, bro.
How do you deal with your allegiances, for example? Like, there's some artists that you work very closely with. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, there's tribes in this UK music thing, just like many trades in life.
People don't want
like,
people to work with each other, innit?
Yeah. Well, whether people don't, but some artists have real problems. Like, you could work with artist A who has a big problem with artist B. If you're cool with artist A a lot, but then artist B comes to you, like the label of the artist B comes to you to work, how do you navigate through that? Do you say like, I'm too cool with artist A, so I can't work with artist B?
You know what it is, yeah? That's a super techie question, you know. So cool. If any artist wants to work, that doesn't like another artist that I'm working with, obviously, like, for one, like, obviously ain't got nothing to do with me, innit? But at the same time, you gotta kind of just have respect for everyone around you, innit? So cool, if you're a producer and you're working close with somebody and they're saying, raw, like, they wouldn't want you to work with someone, or... You know what, bro? I think no one should stop you from working with anyone. Like, if your artist really loves you...
You feel like they don't have a right to put that on you?
They don't have a right to put that on you, bro. And I'm telling this for any producer out here right now. Unless you're a gang member as a producer, then there's no... You can work with anyone, bro. Just have respect for your artist that you with, that you consider as a friend. So have respect, have decency to tell them that this is what's going on. What do you think about that? Because if they don't know that you're McDonald's, then they won't get it. And what I mean by McDonald's is that everybody goes to McDonald's to buy the cheeseburger. Like,
I mean, speak for yourself. I don't, but I hear you though.
Yeah, no, cool. Nando's, innit? Nando's with Nando's. Like, Nando's, yeah. Like, everyone will go buy a Nando's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nando's doesn't... Like, we can't go to Nando's and say, like, my man's coming in today, like, don't give him no chicken.
I hear it.
You get me? So, boom.
This allegiance thing, like, it gets mad though, because even like, I'm a DJ first, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be spinning certain times and I'll be playing certain rhythms, and man wanna come up to the booth certain times and say, take that off. I'm not here for this. I'm not here for this.
Has that happened to you?
Yes. Man, come to the booth trying to say about like, it gets mad.
That's mad. I didn't know people actually. Obviously, I do know people do that, but I thought it was like I see it happen in Carnival. Like, they started dashing things at the Eat Fam that was DJing. They were dashing things, and
let's not get carried away here, people.
Oh, bro, you know what? And this subject, like, you know, like of our music, bro, it's mad sensitive, innit? Like, and being like a main person in it, it doesn't get hard, but you know, I try not to think about it too much. You know what I'm saying? But there's stuff happening, bro, and like, there's a lot of stuff. What I can say is, like, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, and people are more the artists that I work with are more like open-minded than they show. They're more open-minded than they might give out to everyone. Like, there's some real conversations, real stuff going on, real, like, man's having to say this, and it's like, raw, you'd never hear the answer anywhere else, or you'd never hear that person say that, you know? That's what it is, bro, man. It's just a lot of reasoning, and you can survive as a producer, man.
What do you think about the state of this UK music thing, man? I mean, you've started at a very pivotal point, like 2018. A lot has happened in the last 5 years since you've been very well involved. What's your take on the current state of UK music, man? UK rap?
It's good, man. Best we've ever been at, man. I just wish it was a bit bigger. Cool, though. You can build it.
When you say bigger, what do you mean?
Massive. Like, we only got one artist that's doing like worldwide domination right now. There should be 7 artists.
Put the artist on record that you're talking about, man.
That's Cinch, innit?
You think only really Cinch, yeah?
Headie's doing crazy as well. He's dominated the whole of Europe.
Why do you think it's Cinch that's taken like
the Dog's just cold at what he does, innit? Like, and the flipping, he knows how to word his words. He doesn't try to do too much. And what I mean by too much is like doing the most, innit? He's just here, he's showing you I'm good at music. He's showing you that I can do things, innit? Like, I don't know, like, bro, you know what it is? Sometimes, bro, people just have it, man. You know, when you watch X Factor, my man's got the X Factor. The dog's just got the X Factor, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's got a bit of the X Factor in them, you know what I mean? But that's basically what it is, bro, man. The guy's working hard, man. I respect him and YBs, you get me?
Since he's blazing the trail, man, do you feel like there's many other artists that can follow that trail?
I think they could, but they got to switch it up, man. So UK got to switch it up. That's the honest truth.
Because at the same time, like, credit to Sench, man. I play a lot of his music, whether it's on radio or in the club, you know what I'm saying? But criticism comes. Criticism comes with greatness and success. People be saying, is that drill anymore? People be asking, is that drill? People be questioning the legitimacy to his bars. You know what I'm saying?
This is my analogy of what drill is. Drill is what you're talking about. I know this one might go off as well, this question as well. But, bro, like, cool. When we started watching Chicago, right, bro, them man, we're rapping on trap beats, bro. No one could tell me that it's not trap beats that those were. Right, cool. They're rapping mad talk on the trap beats, yeah?
When you're saying mad, you mean grease?
Grease, guns, violence, high levels of...
murder, all sorts.
Yeah, murder, everything. So, I just think... And then, cool, people have come over here, they're going on different kind of beats, and they're saying, like, all these words. And you're calling both of them drill. Make it make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is there was a clear distinction between the American thing and the UK thing.
Yeah. And, like, you know what it is? Like, it's all, like, drill is just what you talk. It's the talk. Like, I feel like if someone went on, like, a kind of... Obviously, okay, you know, that subject's crazy.
So you think it could be UK drill even if you don't live that lifestyle? Because this is what people question.
Depends what you're talking about.
They kind of feel like...
I think just the music that kind of Central Cee makes is like, it's a bit of drill, but it's more like he's just talking about his life, and people have kind of put it into a thing, innit? Like, I'm not even sure if, like, he thinks it's drill or not drill. I think he's just making music, innit? But
some people just think it's got the
nah, you can't just say the beat and then it's drill. Like, nah, it's not. It's like, it's a drill inspired beat, but is it a drill song? A drill song is talking wicked drama, murder, right?
Does it have to be that though? Because
I think it has to be. It has to be a murder song. If it's drill, it has to be about murder.
All right.
And
that's
a drill song.
Why is this one of the only genres which is constrained by the content of the lyrics? Because when it came to grime,
it was just grime.
It's just grime. When it comes to, like, what am I like? The West Coast sound, like G-funk. If it's G-funk, it's the production. Do you know what I'm saying? If it's like you know, that down south, that Atlanta sound, it's the sound, innit?
Yeah.
It's not constrained by the content of the lyrics.
It's because
if it's R&B, it's not constrained to the content of the lyrics.
Because this drill thing, it's the most power. It's powerful, innit? So that's just what it is, man. It's just powerful. So then we end up just, boy, I don't know. Like, it's just I think it's the most judged subject. So that being so, there's just so much controversy around it, bro. I think that's kind of why, isn't it? Like, there's just so much controversy, so much around it. Like, I'm still trying to understand the subject a little bit. You know what I mean? That's the truth as well, bro. But I'm so focused into making music where it's like, I don't pre these things sometimes, you know? But it's what it is.
M1 on the seat today. It's M1 on the beat. You know what I'm saying?
We're live.
Listen, I got this button right here. Hold on, let me press the button. I press this button and you can hear the tag. Hear that tag? You know what I mean? How important is the producer tag for you, man? Like, having your producer tag.
I'm going to say this right now, bro. A producer tag is very, 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 very important. I don't know what old heads are telling me, not telling the youth them not to put your tag and represent yourself. Oh, it doesn't matter about the tag. Come on, guys, man. All right, cool. There's nothing wrong with not adding a tag. Obviously, that goes to show with what you want in life, innit? Do you want to be recognized? If not, don't put your tag. If you do want to be recognized for the work that you do, put your tag. Even somebody that does painting, what are you going to see at the corner of that painting, guys? You're going to see a small name, a tiny name of the person that drew it.
Little signature on that.
bro, like, I don't know. Like, I've seen people say like,
but contrary though,
yeah.
some of the biggest producers that the world has ever known, Quincy Jones produced for Michael Jackson. He never had a producer tag.
Because he's working with Michael Jackson.
Straight up. Swiss Beats, no producer tag. The Neptunes, no producer tag. Timbaland, no producer tag. But then you've got some big producer tags, like you got Just Blaze.
Remember though, this is the UK, bro. You have to get that. This is that you have to put your tag on the beat. There's no way you can be like, the UK scene ain't big enough.
Chief Keef, them. You know what I'm saying?
But they're all American, so it's sad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, America's such a big scene where you could blow up as a producer and not have to put your tag. But in this area, if I didn't put my tag, no one would know me, bro.
Where did the tag? No, don't say that. No one would know you.
Nah, no one would know me, but like, no one would really
less credibility, less recognition.
No one would care like that. And that's the honest truth. I think people in the comments should let us know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. Where did the tag come from? How did it originate? Like, is it your voice? Whose voice is it?
It's actually flipping. So imagine it's one of my friend's voice, yeah, that was in college. And obviously, back in the day, I used to like not rate the tag and not really wanted to do it when the man were pushing me, saying, "Oh, just do it." And I didn't even like the name M1 at the time. Like, folks can vouch. I was actually not on it because I felt like it was I don't know. But when the song started to come out, that's when I kind of was like, all right, I stuck with it. You know what I mean?
It took its own life.
Yeah. And one of my friends just went into the booth and they went M1OnTheBeat. And then after I've taken that vocal and I've edited it, just made it like I've put like 5 different layers of that same thing and at different volumes for it to sound like a bit more powerful.
Give it a little styly.
Yeah, style of life. Trust me.
Yeah, man. I mean, a producer tag can really like change things. What's your favorite producer tag from another producer, man? I mean, there's a lot out there, man. Like, there's Teddy. That's a grind producer, man. Are you ready? You know, Rude Kid. You got Southside on the track. Yeah, MK the Plug. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them, man. J5. What's your favorite producer tag from another producer? Bios Music.
I like
808 Mafia.
What's my guy's name, man? Oh my days, fam. You lot can't be sure I'll be forgetting off my guy like this. What's his name? M Hunter's producer, Quincy. Quincy, will you tell him?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if Quincy just put all the in the right key of every beat he's doing, like I think he does that anyway. Mad, that'll be gone.
Shouts to Quincy for real.
Yeah, Quincy's
cold. Quincy, man.
I like his tag. Like, I like the auto tune of the tag. I don't know, you know what I mean? And it's M Hunter's voice. I feel like people should do that as producers. If you're cool with a rapper, make the rapper do your tag. Big up Quincy.
So when it comes to like, you know, you're working with an artist, you've produced a beat for an artist. I hear about sometimes how artists don't want the producer tag in the song. Has that ever happened to you where the artist has requested the tag to be taken out, or sometimes it's business and they want it out or whatever? How often does that happen for you?
Like, not the artists, but it's mainly the labels that don't want the tag there sometimes, isn't it? It's mainly the labels. But can't I fight for it, innit? Yeah.
You produced for Busta Rhymes as well. I noticed that was one of the songs that didn't have your tag on it.
They took it. Bro, you know the Americans, man. Yo, the Americans don't care about no tag, you know, bad man. But it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. Like,
crazy, maddest thing.
It's maddest thing.
Maddest thing.
It's mad.
Yeah, but I mean, on a
big up Busta Rhymes, same way. Like, you gave me an opportunity that don't just come around the corner. You know what I mean?
Did he hit you up, like working with Busta Rhymes, having one of your tracks on his album? Did he hit you up for like the beat and that?
Yeah, he hit me.
How did that go down?
He just said, he's like, yo, King. And that's how he talks. He's like, yo, King. And he's like, what's your number? I'm like, I gave him on FaceTime and all the reason for that, and probably like 40 minutes. And then it was cool still, car. I didn't know he was such a genuine guy, innit? Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, you don't know anything about anyone until you speak or meet with them, innit? So that's just the reality. But good guy still. Like, he helped me out. He helped me out.
We're going to talk about producer business a bit later, you know what I'm saying? Because working with big artists, working with smaller artists on the come up, independent artists, major label artists, the business has to be straight, you know what I'm saying? But let's talk about the beginning of your relationship with Headie One, man. Like, I mean, it goes back. I know there's a North London connect right there. Golden Boot was a track that you produced in 2018, which is definitely, It's got a lot of life in it. It's a big song for a lot of people. A big song in Headie's discography as well, man. Talk about the beginnings of the relationship with you and Headie One, man.
Alright, so cool. When I was young, obviously I'm from Tottenham, yeah. And when I was young, I must have moved out, kind of. Like when I was like 16, I moved out of my house. And then I've moved out, and then because when you're 16, yeah, your classes are minor, innit? Cool. Man's from Haringey. They've pushed man in Ras Clark. Obviously, cool. So when you're from Haringey and they have to give you a yard, right? Cool. They've put me in a few places beforehand, but then they've eventually, by the time I turned about 17, they put me in a house, in like a, you know those like studio
Hostel?
flats? No, like it was like a studio flat.
Yeah.
Hostel's more like a room, innit?
Yeah.
This one was like like it was kind of cold like at the time, but it was like the bottom half of a house.
Yeah.
And I was just living there, and it happened to be in Broadwater Farm. Cool. And then I didn't really know
Broadwater Farm. That's where Headie's from. OFB
yeah.
and all of that.
And I didn't know where like what was going on at the time. Innit? I knew like the OFBs are there and like there's rapping and there's stuff going on in the streets, but I was just there to make even when I was making music there, like I didn't have any intention of like even sending the beats to anyone. That was just a hobby for me. But cool, ended up just making more music, and then cool, the man them noticed that I was living there, because I had songs with like Samurai from Manchester from like time ago, like a couple songs with like, bro, the first people that started working with me was Manchester people. I swear to God. Big up Samurai, man. He's in jail right now, man. He's good, doing a brazy sentence still. Big up Samurai. I think he's definitely one of the goats of Manchester music still. But I started going shop when I was living in farm, yeah. And then I started seeing these lot, innit? I just started seeing the man them.
Because there's one significant strip in there's only one shop in the whole of the estate, Broadwater Farm, which is what Americans might judge as a projects. One big massive estate. Yeah, I'd always see them. Then eventually, I just get reasoning them. Then we had our first little session in, where was it, near Tottenham Hell, but it was like Broad Lane. And that was when Sean D had his first studio. This is like what, I think it was like 2017 or 18. I was a Sean D, I was with Limitless, big up Limitless as well, that's my guy. Flipping, he and them were all working, and it just seemed cool at the time, innit? I was just like, wow, made like one song, then boom. And then from there, we just kept working and working. Then, obviously, they found out I've lived in the Niz, bro. They flipping started coming to my house. You see like them yards, yeah? Where it's like you can walk into the garden and tap the window and that's someone's living room. I was in one of those yards. So even my own friends would tap the window like, bro, you know what I mean? But obviously, I didn't care at the time. I was like, cool, someone's coming to check my dude. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't preening like that as I would now as a big man. But yeah, they used to come to my house. Like, man would get into mad situations and like just on my window. Like, man would come to my house and just to write bars. Remember, I said I don't record, innit? So man would just come to my house to listen to beats and write bars. And a lot of the songs that you will hear, the OFBs that's really been released from before, a lot of them were written at my house. Straight up. So, you know, not to get into your personal business and that too much, but to get, you know, to move out of your family home from like 16 and be moving from place to place, man.
Crazy.
How was that for a younger man? How did that, you know, imprint you as an individual and maybe as a producer as well? How did you deal with that? How did you tackle that, man?
It just helped me. I can't like help me to understand. It helped me more than anything, innit? I don't know, like I got ambition, innit, man. Ambition drove me places to the point where I didn't care about nothing else, innit? Like, cool, people are gonna be.
You got talking to that mic,
sorry. I was gonna say people regardless, yeah, like they're always not gonna be like not believe you, but people are always gonna respect you after, innit? I just feel like I was in a space where I needed to kind of have some time for myself and just work on my music with no like opinions, nothing in it. Like, everyone's going through like so much problems where like it would be wise for the person that's around them to do the right thing. So when people care about you, like they want you to do the right thing. If it doesn't seem, you know, obvious like for what you're doing, it can get hard for others to understand. You get me? So yeah, man, I just kept pushing, bro. I have good people around me. But
cool relationship with the parents and all that?
Yeah. It's all good. Like everyone's good still. I just needed space.
Yeah, your choice to move out.
Yeah. I just needed space, man.
Mm.
I didn't want to bombard people with all my music, just slapping every 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But it was hard, but normal, man. Normal, man. This is normal. This is baby butter, man. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, bro. This is baby butter. If you got a goal, I feel like if you got a goal, bro, you can do anything. You can go live in a hole. Normal.
All right, so give me M1's take on how we went from the Chief Keef drill sound in America and Chicago to this UK drill sound that we have over here. So whether it was inspired, the evolution, the changes, the differences. Talk to me about your take on it, man.
Like my experience, kind of?
Yeah, man.
I reckon I saw the Chicago youths doing all the drill. Great. But I wasn't even making beats them times, bro. I was chilling, bro. I started making beats when 6-7 was blowing up. So when 6-7 was blowing up, I wasn't even making beats like that. I was dabbling, but I wasn't doing nothing serious. Like, you know what I mean?
Shouts to LD, shouts to Dimsy.
Shout out to 6-7, man. Shout out to the whole of Brixton. You feel me? Big leverage in our scene right now.
So what about generally though, like the evolution from what you understand from the Chicago sound to this UK drill sound?
It's good, I guess. It's just slipping. It's changed in terms of like the skippiness of the beats, innit? It's changed in terms of obviously the accents. It's changed in terms of like obviously the skippiness of the beats, the accents, the attitude that we have. Obviously, it's just gonna be different naturally, innit? Like it's England, innit? So, and what I think of it is it's pretty amazing, man. I'm glad we do have a scene in our thing right now, man. I'm glad. I'm very happy.
So this UK drill sound has been very much inspired by Chicago, but then in turn, how much do you feel like this UK drill sound has affected or inspired the US sound, like the Brooklyn drill sound now?
Oh my days, it has, innit? It kind of has. Boy, because first there were trappy beats, but first in Chicago, then they jumped onto the UK beats over here, and now it's kind of a mix of UK and trap beats in Brooklyn, New York, and all these places where they're doing excess drill. But I remember like they were jumping on normal drill beats before this whole New York thing kind of went crazy, because there was Pop Smoke beats, which was basically UK drill beats.
808 Mellow.
You know what I'm saying? Big 808 Mellow and Axel. Flipping. Then Jersey beats come out of nowhere. Then boom. So it's therefore a back and forth relationship. I think UK and US just need to stick together, man.
Have a bond.
Have a bond, man. It's not that. I need to go to the US. I haven't been to the US before.
Okay, I think you get some work in over there, man.
No, it's there. When my tape comes out, I'm gonna go there. Cause I want to go there and just like leverage it out properly. You know what I mean?
M1OnTheBeat is the title of the debut project of yours, man.
M1OnTheBeat, the mixtape out soon. Dates on the way. You get me?
You know what I mean? What can people expect from the project, man? I know you've collaborated with Crystal.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got SL, you got Nems on there. You
Yeah.
got loads of like artists from all over the country. Like,
Yeah.
tell us more about the project. What do they need to know?
You lot need to know that this is the only time this is the first time you lot are gonna see something like this. You know, the whole world's gonna see anything like this. So it's good to be just part of something like this. The world you're in to see for myself, obviously, just marketing myself like never before, man.
All UK artists on there? Or you got any international artists on there?
It's all UK and all. I gotta represent.
Any producer collaborations on there, or you just produce the whole thing yourself?
So I've produced like every beat in it, like, but obviously I do have collaboratives, you know, like I've actually like touched all the beats, you know, the one there. So Twin 2, one of my main collaborators, big him up, if you know what I mean. Jackson, he just calls himself Jackson. X10, my brother Degsy. I think Degsy's on the album still, but I'm just bigging up Degsy anyway, because that's my guy, innit? But who else? Sam Cliff, he's produced one of the good songs for man. I think Ari Beats, and Ari Beats is the guy that produced Can't Be Us with man. Ampy, his name's Ampy. I think he's in the like Russian. I forgot what part of Europe he's from. Ampy. He's helped me produce a really good rhythm. I think that's about it.
So you've collaborated a bit on this.
Yeah. I love the youths and their thing, man.
Yeah.
Can't do it by yourself. Obviously, you can do it by yourself, but it just takes a I don't really know, innit? Like, I just love I love people. I love their music. I'm just going with a flow right now.
SK Vibemaker.